I'm Assalamualaikum. My name Shaifulazri bin Zainul Abidin. I'm from School of Chemical Engineering, College of Engineering UiTM, Shah Alam. My student ID 2023228592. Now I want to present about PhD research proposal for progress report. My title is the development of new societal risk assessment framework for chlorine facility in urban high population density in area in Malaysia. So the table of content for the research proposal, which is an introduction, literature review, methodology, result and discussion, and conclusion, and also reference. For the progress of the report video, there is include only introduction, literature review, and methodology also. And for the result and discussion and conclusion and reference, for the next progress will be present. For the introduction, it was tell about what is a chlorine, for the properties of the chlorine, which is a chemical element. Chlorine Cl, symbol is a Cl, atomic number of the chlorine is a 17, group halogen group in the periodic table, normal state diatomic molecule Cl2 under standard condition, reactivity highly reactive and strong oxidizing agent. Common uses for the chlorine, which is for the water treatment for disinfection, and used for the chemical production such as glove, chloralkali, and then plastic manufacturing. Chlorine also used for the water treatment plant and acts as a disinfectant to kill bacteria and viruses, ensuring safe drinking water. Chlorine also have odor, sharp and distinct odor. For the hazard, it can be hazardous in high concentration, causing respiratory and eye irritation. For the safety measure for the chlorine, require carefully handling and precaution in industry and municipal application. Causes of chlorine accident. Chlorine accident can be caused by various factors, including a failure of the equipment, malfunction of the failure equipment used in handling or storing chlorine. Human factor, errors in the operation, maintenance or handling of chlorine related equipment. Chemical reaction, unintended chemical reaction leading to the release of chlorine gas. Transportation incident, accident during the transportation of the chlorine, especially in a large quantities. Chlorine is considered as a hazardous substance due to its potential to cause major accidents and pose significant risk to human health and the environment. There are some key factors that contribute to the hazardous nature of chlorine, which is the flammability, toxicity, reactivity, corrosiveness, accident scenario, storage and handling challenges. Regulation in Malaysia that related to chlorine, Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, which is OSHA 1994, administered by the Department of Occupational Safety and Health, DOSH, addresses workplace safety, including handling hazardous substances like chlorine. Regulations may specify safety measures for employees working with the chlorine, which is a CEMA Regulation 1996, Use Regulation 2000, Class Regulation 2013, and Environmental Quality Act is 1974, administered by the Department of Environment DOE. Regulation may cover release, disposal and transportation of hazardous substance, preventing environmental pollution. Chemical Management Division (CMD) under the Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources regulate chemical use potential including guideline for handling chlorine, international standard and agreements. Malaysia may adopt international standard, United Nations guideline for transporting dangerous goods. The problem statement for this research proposal, which is the development of residential areas, commercial areas and recreational areas, is getting closer to the chlorine facility such as a water treatment plant. For example, in Bukit Nanas water treatment plant, Kuala Lumpur, from the location of Bukit Nanas water treatment plant shows that the development of commercial building such as hotel, new shopping complex, new recreational park and etc. getting closer to the Bukit Nanas water treatment plant. The second problem statement is the method used to evaluate societal risk assessment for chlorine facility in Malaysia. There is the both urban and rural area are the same method used to evaluate societal risk. Okay, in this slide shows that the Sungai Semenyih 1 water treatment plant, Precinct 19 Putrajaya, which is an urban area, and Sungai Semenyih 2 water treatment plant, Jenderal Hilir Dengkil, is a semi-urban area, and Labuhan Dagang water treatment plant, Hulu Langat Banting, is a rural area. And then the legend shows that the distance radius for the water treatment plant and within the residential area and commercial area. The red one is a 1000 meter, red circle. Orange circle is a 200 meter radius. The yellow one is a 500 meter, and the green one is 1 kilometer distant from the sources from the water treatment plant to the surrounding area. Okay. Then general consideration that might be part of land use policies in Malaysia regarding major hazard installation, which is zoning and land use planning, environmental impact assessment (EIA), regulatory compliance (DOE), Plan Malaysia and local authority. And the research objective for this research proposal, there are 4 objectives that stated in this research proposal. The first one is to review on existing societal risk that is used in Malaysia and abroad for chlorine facility. And the second objective is a method to evaluate the extent to which risk acceptance criteria is effective for societal risk is used for all types of population for various categories of areas. And objective number 3 is to optimize framework societal risk model for urban high density population area. And objective number 4 is to validate new framework with case study Bukit Nanas water treatment plant in Kuala Lumpur. The scope of the study for this research proposal, which is a chlorine facility in area of Selangor and Kuala Lumpur. The targeted area, which is the high density population area in Bukit Nanas water treatment plant for the high population density area. And the next is a chlorine facility in Sungai Semenyih 1 in Putrajaya for the urban high population density area. Chlorine facility in Sungai Semenyih 2 in Dengkil for the semi-urban medium population density area. Chlorine facility in Labuhan Dagang in Banting for semi-urban medium population density area. Chlorine facility in Sungai Dua water treatment plant in Pulau Pinang for semi-urban high population density area. Chlorine facility in Kulim High Tech water treatment plant in Kulim, Kedah. Chlorine facility in Pelubang water treatment plant in Jitra, Kedah for the rural low population density area. For the methodology using for this research proposal, use quantitative risk assessment, which is QRA. The QRA procedure is a typical procedure to perform. QRA consists of the following steps. Number 1 is identify relevant activity units and processes. From the unit activities, from the activities unit and process, we define loss of containment scenario or scenario events. Assess the consequence, both effect and damage for all loss of containments, which is a toxic release. Assess the failure frequency and probability for all LOCs, and calculate and present risk. For example, IR or individual risk contour, society risk, FN curve, and etc. Number 5 is to evaluate and analyze the risk. This is a flow chart for the QRA procedure. Define potential accident scenario and evaluate events consequence and estimate potential accident frequencies. Then we get the estimate. We can estimate the impact of the event. This is called the consequence analysis. It's the dotted of the blue color, and the red color shows that the risk modeling, which is the after estimate the impact of the events. We can estimate the risk, and then after we estimate the risk, we can evaluate the risk. Then the last one, we can identify the priority potential risk reducing measures, which is a mitigation measures to develop risk modeling from quantitative risk assessment. This is a model for the research proposal on research. Okay, for design stage of the framework, stage 1 is identify the location of chlorine facility, water treatment plant in Malaysia. Second stage is to identify activities around chlorine facility area. Stage 3 is identify the amount of chlorine available at the location of chlorine facility, which is a quantity of the chlorine available at the chlorine facility. We select 2 locations of chlorine facility, which are urban and rural area, including high and low population density. Maybe we can select more than 2 for this research. Then stage 4 is identify possible hazard and failure that can cause major accident hazard in chlorine facility. And stage 5, we can calculate the failure rate using static and dynamic, and then we get the consequence analysis for both static and dynamic, and then risk evaluation for the static and dynamic. Last is a LSR or distance. We use the fuzzy logic and develop flexible risk acceptance criteria for the chlorine to see that to validate the framework to validate the frameworks